Hey y'all, welcome to tonight's What's for Dinner. I'm going to be making something called rotel pasta. I couldn't find an exact recipe for it, but I saw several videos on TikTok, and they were all different variations of this rotel pasta, which is basically like a the rotel cheese dip that you make with like Velveeta cheese and rotel. It's kind of a spin-off of that, where it's made into a pasta. So I've got 2 pounds of ground turkey, or you can use ground beef. This is just what I have. I also have a pot back here with water that I'm going to bring to a boil, and we're going to make some pasta in there. But first we're going to start, like I said, I'm going to turn this on though, but we're going to start here. And I have cut up 2 jalapeno peppers, and I had half of an onion in the refrigerator, and I cut it up, and then I had a purple onion, or I know some people call it red, but I mean, have you seen them? They're purple. I don't know. I always call them purple onion, and there's a little bit more of it right here, and it was probably about half of a large purple onion. And we're going to also add some seasoning. I'm going to add some just regular black pepper. I'm going to kind of sprinkle some in. Sometimes I have to check because I think I didn't turn record on, but I did. We're going to add some salt. And then, this is kind of your choice of what you want to add. I'm going to add some of this Slap Your Mama seasoning because I've seen some other people using that, and it sounded good, so we're just going to throw some of that in there. We're also going to add a little bit of cumin. This one, you know, I'm going to open it because it's so hard to shake that out. I'll just use my fingers and kind of, I don't know, just guesstimate. And I like this Fiesta brand taco seasoning. I get this at Walmart. And I saw several people adding like packages of taco seasoning, but I'm going to just add this. A tablespoon is what you need for 2 pounds of meat, but I'm gonna do like a tablespoon and a half since I put the other seasonings, just so I don't overdo it. Start mixing that up. I got my burner on. I used to never use these little meat choppers. I used to just use a wooden spoon, but now I've gotten where I really like my meat chopper. I still pull out my wooden spoon when I get it real chopped up, but I think I got some seasoning in my nose. Plus I think I'm getting a little cold. So, excuse me. I'm also going to add in some minced garlic. I'm going to add a couple cloves. That's probably about 2. We'll add in about 4 cloves. And like I said, this I'm just kind of making up. If you have TikTok, you can search for rotel pasta. And believe me, there's a ton of different ways. And of course, they don't give exact measurements usually. So I'm just, like I said, making this one up as I go. So we're going to go ahead and let this meat brown and cook these vegetables in here. And I'm waiting on this to come to a boil. And I'm going to see what pasta I'm going to use. Probably some ziti or penne. I'm going to go look, and I'll let y'all know. Okay, y'all, got my water boiling. I have 1 pound of these penne pasta. Let's go ahead and pour that in. I think that should be enough. Okay, y'all, now we're going to add in 16 ounces of Velveeta cheese that I've chopped up. And while I'm at it, I'm going to go ahead and add in my rotel. You probably noticed in the clip before this that I kind of blended it up because my kids don't like chunks of tomatoes. So That's why I did that. So you're gonna need 2 cans. And then the other thing I'm adding is some cream cheese. This is about 6 ounces because someone used 2 ounces of it. And if you want, I've seen some people do like half of it, their yellow Velveeta, and then the other half was, I didn't know, but there's a white Velveeta. I think it's like queso something or blanco, or I don't know. I can't remember what it's called. But anyway, I'm going to get some heavy whipping cream in just a minute and add to this. But you're just wanting to melt that down. I'm trying to. And our noodles are almost done. I'll wait on adding the cream until this is melted down more. And our noodles are done. So I'm gonna go strain those and I'll be right back. Okay, y'all. Pretty much everything is just about melted. I'm trying to turn this down some so it doesn't scorch it. But I'm going to go ahead and add some of this whipping cream to thin it out a little. Now we're going to add in our pasta, and I hope I made enough for this amount of meat. Okay, y'all, I was gonna put some shredded cheese on it, but I think it's got plenty of cheese. So we're gonna sit down and we're gonna give it a try and let you know what we think. All right, Adrian, I'm gonna start with you. How do you like it?
It's good.
Spicy for you, or is it okay? Good. You eat all those Takis. That should be nothing.
No, it isn't.
Okay, I'm gonna go to Courtney because she's right over here. Courtney, how do you like it?
I like it a lot with Doritos.
Yeah, oh yeah, they're eating them with Doritos. Her friend Brianna's here. Do you want to do thumbs up or down, or do you want to be on the video?
Thumbs up.
Okay. Do you want to show your face, or how are you?
You can do that, I don't care.
Okay. So Brianna. Okay, thank you. And then my husband's here, but you know he don't show his face. Oh, 2 thumbs up. It must be good. And y'all, I know I haven't shown. I didn't show my face last time.
That's oh Lord.
I don't think I showed him. Just I'll cut it out if I showed you. Anyways, I didn't show my face last time. Thought I'd show my face, even though I have an ugly cold sore. But it's really good. I just wish I'd have made more noodles. I think I have too much meat for this amount of noodles. I probably could have done. You don't think so? Because I did a pound of noodles. But anyways, pretty good and easy. Hey y'all. Welcome back to another What's for Dinner. I have 2 pounds of ground turkey that we're going to start browning up, along with, this is 1 large onion. Sorry, I can't speak today. Anyways, I have 1 large diced onion that I want to add in there. And what we're making tonight is like a hamburger soup or a hamburger stew. Of course, this isn't hamburger because I only had turkey on hand. But my mom, this is something my mom and dad used to make. You just kind of throw it together, so I don't have an exact recipe. And I have not made this in years. I remember when we lived in Oklahoma, when the kids were little, I remember I used to make this quite a bit. And we'll see how the kids like it now because they're all so picky about vegetables now. And this is going to have vegetables, but they'll just have to eat them. It'll be all right. So anyways, what I'm going to do is brown this meat up, but we're going to go ahead and season it up. I'm going to put some pepper. And some salt. I'm not going to go too overboard with salt. We're also going to add in, let's see, some of this slap your mama. So we're going to kind of sprinkle some of that in there. I love this stuff. It's really good. Y'all probably hear my dryer back there. I don't know why, but I just felt like using some, I have my camera at a different angle, some paprika. Yeah, just making sure that y'all can see this. We're just going to throw a little bit of that in there. Throw a little garlic powder in here. And I'm just gonna put a little oregano. I'm just, you know, whatever you feel like putting in, you just put in, but this is what I'm gonna put. Some basil. And of course I'll probably add some more seasonings in when I get it all in. Oh, I'm gonna put this in a crock pot, by the way. I don't know if I told y'all that. You could go ahead and just put it on the stovetop if you wanted, but I think I've got enough time that I can put it in the crock pot. I'm gonna put it on high and just let it cook until we're ready to eat tonight. It's about almost 2 o'clock, so by the time I get this done and everything, it'll probably be about, and I get it all into the crock pot, it'll probably be about 2:15 or so, and we usually eat around 6, so I think that'll be a decent time, because really the only thing that's going to not be cooked would be, I'm going to put some potatoes in there and some mixed vegetables, frozen mixed vegetables, so it's just basically going to be to cook those potatoes and warm all that up, and it's going to help it where everything can, you know, kind of blend together, all the flavors, the longer that it cooks in there. But you could do the same thing if you just wanted to do this, you know, come in here 30 minutes or an hour or whatever before you want to eat, and you can just do it in a pot. So I'm going to go ahead and get all this browned, and then I will come back. Okay, y'all, another thing I'm going to add, I just thought about, was I have this beef flavored bouillon, and I'm going to get this is half a teaspoon. I'm going to add about a teaspoon, I think, maybe a little over. Just, I don't know, to give it a little bit more beef flavor, since this is actually, you know, turkey. So I just thought I would try that. So just going to do that. And then one other thing I wanted to add in is some minced garlic. Let me put just a little more of the beef. And then I'm going to put in that's probably about 4 cloves. 2 cloves. I'm trying to remember. It says half a teaspoon equals 1 clove. So I'll just put a couple cloves. I may add some more in just a minute. But I'm just trying to break this up, get this meat all cooked. And I went to check, and I did not have any of the frozen. I thought I had bought a bag of this frozen vegetables, like mixed vegetables, but I guess I didn't. Put some more of that in there. So I just pulled out some different canned vegetables, and we're just going to kind of, like I said, throw this together. This is just an easy weeknight recipe. It's rainy outside. It's not really that cold. It's 52. Last week it was cold here, but it's not as cold, but I don't know. I'll probably make some cornbread to go along with this, and I think it'll be good. So I'm just going to finish this. It's almost done. Okay, y'all. Now we are going to put our meat in here. I've gotten most of the liquid, or the grease. There's not really, this meat is not really greasy. It's pretty lean. So I got mostly all of that out. There might be a tiny bit of liquid in it, but I don't really think it's as much grease as it is just like liquid from the meat. So get all that in there. And then I'm going to add in, I have some potatoes. Let me get them real quick. Okay, I have some potatoes that I kind of cut up. I think that was 4 potatoes. I have a can of just cut green beans. And over here, I've just got a little bowl that the potatoes were in with a little strainer, and I'm going to strain these. I'm just going to strain them, take that juice off of them. And we're going to add that. And I'm going to add a can of whole kernel corn. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to strain it. Add that in there. I also have a can of the Preheat diced tomatoes, but I'm not going to, of course, strain those. We're just going to go ahead and add all of that in. And I'm going to kind of stir this up. One other thing I'm going to add that my mom and Dad would add to stuff like this is chili. And I just happen to have a can with beans in it. I don't know, thought it sounded good, so we're gonna add it. And then I have a container of chicken broth, which I think I used about half of it on a recipe last week. So we're gonna put the other half in here, and then we'll see how much more liquid I need to add. Okay, like I said, we're gonna stir this up. I think we'll just add probably some water to the rest. You know what? Now I'm going to go open up the other chicken broth. Gives it more flavor. I think I need to invest in a bigger crock pot. This one, I don't know how big this one is, but I'm starting to think I might need to kind of, you know, get a bigger one. We want enough liquid in here so that these potatoes can cook and everything. But like I said, I just want to get it all mixed really good. I put quite a bit of seasoning into the meat, but I'm probably going to add a little bit more. And maybe I shouldn't put too much. It probably will produce some liquid as it cooks, but I will keep a check on it. If it starts looking like it's getting dry or it's not enough, then I may come and add some more. But if I do, I'll let y'all know. So I probably ended up using, let's see, almost, if I put these two together, almost a whole container, a whole 32 ounce, maybe a little shy of it, because this one I probably used not quite half, almost half. So I'm going to go ahead and add in a little bit more of this Slap Your Mama and some more of these oregano leaves. And add a little bit more basil. Let me get some more salt and pepper. This time I'm going to use the fresh ground pepper. I may not add no more salt yet because I don't want to get it too salty. Alrighty, so now I think that's going to be good for now. I'm going to cover this up. Like I said, I have it on high. It's 215, and we're going to let this cook till about 6. But if I do anything in between, I will let you know. Okay, y'all, it's been cooking for a couple, almost 3 hours, and I decided to add another can of corn. I just strained it. I don't know, it just looked like it needed some more in there. The potatoes are just about done. I guess those are going to be what takes the longest, but I added another can of corn, which my daughter probably won't like, but I just felt like it needed some more corn. So now we're just going to stir this back up and let it cook for at least another hour. And then I think it should be good. And I tasted it. And I think it tastes pretty good too. Okay, y'all, I got it done, sitting here on the table. Also made some cornbread. I'll try to remember and leave that recipe down below. I've made it several times on my channel. It's kind of my go-to. So the kids should be home soon. They had after school practices, and we will let you know what we think. All right, Adrian, how are you liking the food tonight?
I don't like the green beans.
Yeah, he's not a fan of green beans, so it's in his head.
But the shredd's actually good.
Okay. How about you, honey? Good deal. And I forgot to get Courtney's reaction. She went to go take a shower. How about you, Bryce? Did good?
I put this in there.
He put Parmesan cheese. The rest of us put just like regular cheese.
I like it.
I just put some of this Marie Sharps in it. Whew, it's hot, but
No,
it's
not.
good.